The DC-15A blaster rifle was the weapon of choice at the start of the Galactic Republic clone troopers in the Grand Army of the Republic. Manufacturer Blastech Industries, length 1.3 meters, weight 4.4 kilograms, capacity 500 shots, range 5 kilometers on max power setting. While the use of blaster rifles allowed a clone trooper to carry significantly more ammunition than a projectile weapon, which was an advantage in combat but came at a cost weight of 9.5 pounds. Despite the weapon's size, it is not a true dedicated repeating blaster rifle. The inherent instability of the plasma gas in the blaster rifle reduced the weapon's accuracy under sustained fire. In addition to standard iron sights, the DC-15A could interface with the helmets of the clones to project a graphical gun sight on the clone trooper's HUD. It also included a sniper scope that doubled as a handhold for the underside of the rifle. The DC-15A blaster rifle was a very versatile weapon that could be equipped with a grappling hook for climbing mountains and also could be mounted on a tripod for more sustained firing. Very powerful, deadly and universal in the hands of a skilled clone trooper that received extensive training in its use. Smaller in scale than the DC-15A blaster rifle, the DC-15S blaster carbine lacked its larger cousin's range, but was easier to handle than its predecessor with a higher rate of fire. The DC-15S also featured a folding stock for enhanced aiming with braced firing. The length of the trigger pull determined the firing setting, semi-automatic or automatic. Much better than its cousin with more accuracy and less chance of overheating, the cartridge magazine could be replaced by sliding them out of the side of the gun and inserting a new one. Manufacturer Blastech Industries, type blaster carbine, size medium, capacity 500 shots, range 200 meters. The DC-15S blaster carbine is an extremely powerful weapon, especially in the hands of an experienced clone trooper. Light and easy to handle, short-range weapon that was known to be dual-wielded like blaster pistols became a favorite weapon of the clone troopers during the Clone Wars. The DC-17 hand blaster was a model of a heavy blaster pistol and the Grand Army of the Republic standard issue sidearm. The DC-17 was usually given to weapons teams, the crews of vehicles and officers. Of the Republic clone troopers who used the blaster during the Clone Wars, high-ranking commanders, captains and ARC troopers were all users. During the conflict, ARC troopers as well as other Special Forces units used the D-17 for close quarters fighting and as a backup weapon. The weapon was one of the most reliable and toughest models of the blaster pistols created. As well as having remarkable stopping power in its small design, the weapon was also well balanced, possessed a respectable rate of fire and light weight. Manufacturer Blastech Industries, type blaster pistol, capacity 50 shots, range 200 meters. The DC-17M interchangeable weapons system was a configurable combat weapons system used by the clone commandos of the Galactic Republic. Designed by Blastech Industries to be able to meet the demands of the Grand Army of the Republic's elite Special Forces soldiers, the DC-17M became the unique weapon of the Republic commandos throughout the Clone Wars. An adaptable weapon, the DC-17M was capable of fulfilling multiple combat roles due to its ability to reconfigure into either a standard blaster assault rifle, a combat sniper rifle, or an anti-armor grenade launcher, depending upon the needs of the user. These traits made the DC-17M invaluable to its clone commando owners and proved a dangerous weapon against the Confederacy of Independent Systems on countless battlefields across the galaxy. Manufacturer Blastech Industries, model DC-17M, type blaster rifle, grenade launcher, sniper rifle, machine gun and flamethrower, size medium. The Z6 rotary blaster cannon was a heavy weapon that fired a massive spray of blaster bolts at a target. It was similar to a heavy repeating blaster, except it was light enough to be operated by a single heavy weapon specialist without a tripod. The Z6 was large and unwieldy and required training to use effectively. Working around a basic limitation in capabilities inherent in typical man-portable blaster weapons, the Z6 incorporated a rotary assembly of 6 barrels, each with its own activating chamber, wrapped around a coolant line core. The galvan circuitry used in the blaster meant that the Z6 had both a high cyclic discharge rate and good cooling, allowing for a tremendous sustained rate of fire, up to roughly 166 discrete full-powered shots per second. Despite its impressive firepower, the weapon had several notable limitations, specifically the high rate of energy pack consumption, significant weight and powerful recoil. The weapon is thus considered a special arm deployed in specific situations rather than a general-purpose weapon. Manufacturer Merson Munitions Incorporated, type chain gun, size two-handed weapon, weight 16 kilos, capacity 200 shots, can be attached to a power generator for longer use, range optimum up to 75 meters, maximum up to 750 meters. The RPS-6 rocket launcher was produced by Merson Munitions Incorporated during the time of the Clone Wars. It fired rockets from a magazine of 6. The rocket was capable of destroying vehicles protected by ray shields, but were ineffective against Umbaran mobile heavy cannons. Used by both the Confederacy of Independent Systems and the Galactic Republic during the Clone Wars as a portable guided, unguided anti-vehicle weapon. Manufacturer Merson Munitions Incorporated, model RPS-6, type rocket launcher, capacity 6 rockets. Light and mobile and easy to use, the RPS-6 was deadly in the hands of any clone trooper. The BTX-42 flamethrower, also known as the clone flamethrower, was a type of flame-projecting weapon developed for the Grand Army of the Republic during the Clone Wars. They were designed for use against unarmored targets, such as the Geonosian warriors during the Second Battle of Geonosis. It was also used by the Mandalorian Royal Guard. Clone troopers equipped with the flamethrower had to wear special insulated armor to protect them from the heat and wore special helmets to protect their eyes from the glare and heat of the flames. Manufacturer Blastech Industries, type flamethrower, range approximately 10 meters. The electromagnetic pulse grenade, also known as droid poppers by the Republic, was an anti-droid weapon often used by the Grand Army of the Republic, specifically by the Army's elite soldiers, the Clone Commandos and ARC Troopers. During the Clone Wars against battle droid opponents, the droid poppers released a 3-meter blast of disruptive electrical energy that damaged and disabled electronic systems. Very useful for disabling droids, but were not effective against organics, but still capable of stunning life forms. When rolled at just the right speed, EMP grenades could bypass the shield of a droideka and disable it, making them more effective than blasters. Manufacturer Blastech Industries, size handheld, capacity single use, range thrown weapon range.